Hey there, everybody. Welcome to CMPAC Spotlight, where we put the spotlight on our producers here at Access 21. And in the spotlight tonight is Bishop Jeremiah Boseman. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm just excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you too, because I see you coming in and doing your thing here at Access 21. I've seen some of the productions that you've done, and they are very inspiring and educational. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that.
All right.
Is that good?
That's good.
Well, listen, I want to start off by talking about when you first came to Access. What prompted you to do a show?
It's amazing what prompted me. I had went to the mayor, which was Mayor McCory at that time.
Okay.
2 years before I went to come have a show here, and asked him to let me use the Charlotte Coliseum for church, and he gave me the keys to it.
Wow.
So I started church in the Charlotte Coliseum, and then after 2 or 3 years, they sold the Charlotte Coliseum to a developer. So I didn't have a church all of a sudden. I had a big Coliseum, and all of a sudden no church.
Right.
And so God just told me, he said, you can reach more people by going into the airways. So that's, the devil is the prince and the power of the air. He said, so take the airways, and that's what brought me here.
That's awesome. And that was back in what, 2004?
2003.
2003. Okay. And so I know your show, and many in the audience know your show to be called The Body of Christ.
Right.
Has it always been called that?
That's what, originally I had my own church.
Okay.
But then God told me that I need to minister to the entire body of Christ. So that's the reason why it's called the Body of Christ, because it's ministry to the entire body of Christ. All churches, all denominations, everything. That's Christendom.
All right. Well, talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you talk about on the show.
Well, one of the main things I've been talking about recently is racism. I kind of like deal with whatever's the heartbeat of the people in the entire United States, especially in Charlotte, but in the entire United States.
Right.
Seems like right now there's a serious, from city to city, state to state problem with racism.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You did a show that was pertaining to what was happening in the city of Charlotte after Keith Lamont Scott was killed by police.
I did an emergency broadcast, and I called for all the ministers to come together and come down to downtown with me, and let's try to stop the ill arrest that was going on. And we end up doing just that. 250 ministers for 3 days, and then all of a sudden you notice it just went out of the news. What happened? It stopped because of the presence of the ministers that were down there.
How do you feel like people can use this platform, as you have used this platform, to speak about what they believe and what they feel like can change?
If you can use this platform to show an example of different races in unity together as brothers, not just as Christian friends, but as brothers, it can be done. This is a perfect place to do it, especially now with video on demand. You can send it across the waters and everywhere. And when people see that, that's what kills racism.
Bishop, good word, and we look so forward to all the things that you're going to be doing on this platform in the community, the history of racism out now. And thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate it. We know you're busy.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And you guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of CMPAC Spotlight. And we hope that you will join us here for orientation, for the producer classes, for the different classes that we offer here. Please visit our website at tvaccess21.com, and we'll see you the next time on CMPAC Spotlight.